I have healthcare workers in my family. And so getting to talk to them, but also seeing what they were going through during COVID, real life.
Hi, Adepero.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to talk to you and
Pleasure.
to talk about 5 days at Memorial, which is a little polemic, a little controversial story, but
Sure.
it's amazing. But where were you when Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans?
I was in New York City. That's where I grew up. And I was watching everything unfold in Brooklyn. I couldn't believe it. Something that I thought was just going to pass through, and just watching things happen, it was almost like I was watching a movie. I didn't understand how this was happening in America at that time. Yeah, it was very confusing for me.
Yeah. And when you read the script, what got your attention the most?
A few things got my attention, but the main thing was just how the multiple levels on which there was a breakdown in the system that allowed for this complex situation to happen. It wasn't just one thing that failed. It was a myriad of things that failed. And these people were, in essence, it felt like they were forgotten. And the fact that these people, the patients, the healthcare workers, families really had to try to do their best with what they had to help themselves and to do their jobs, which is to help other people. That's what really, really got me reading the story.
Yeah, and what it was like for the preparation to play the nurse Karen. What was like did you have a chance to talk to any nurses that went through the situation or anything like that?
Yeah, so the book from which the series is based on was super duper detailed and giving you background on all the people that were involved, on the story, the history of the hospital, New Orleans. And I have healthcare workers in my family. And so getting to talk to them, but also seeing what they were going through during COVID, real life, that helped a lot. And I also got to talk with Sherry Fink, who created the book. And so she was a wealth of information. She herself was a doctor. And so she had a lot of information to give, and insight to give.
Yeah, it's amazing the way that you guys are on set, like we see on screen, so real. Like the way that your looks, you're sweating, your face,
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's a great performance, I feel. And how was like your biggest challenge there, like on set with the other actors?
I think the biggest challenge for me was to not allow my spirit and my body to kind of shut down at the intensity of what I was feeling. Some of the things that we're dramatizing, it feels really like unbelievable. Like I can't believe we're having to dramatize something like this. And so there's almost this tendency to want to kind of separate yourself from it in a way, as if you're watching TV, but I can't, because I'm in it, and I have a job to do as an actor, is to tell the story, to play this character in as truthful and honest and vulnerable as I possibly can. And so I think that was the biggest challenge, to not separate myself, but to really push myself to go deeper and to be vulnerable.
No, yeah, it's incredible. Your performance, like all everybody's performance was great. Like it's amazing. I just want to thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to talk to you, and a lot of success always.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
They found 45 dead bodies there. Now, does that make any sense to you? I'm under a great deal of pressure to look into what happened.
There were 5 days, the most ungodly conditions.
We are getting all of these patients out of here. We are nurses, and we're gonna get it done.
As long as we don't get left behind. We have to be realistic about the situation.
There is nothing else to do for them except to make them comfortable. So what are we talking about?
They asked me to look into the deaths at Memorial Medical Center.
Anna, the Attorney General's office is focusing their investigation on you.
They're suggesting that some of their patients' lives may have been ended.
I am sure that patients do not suffer pain.
Some people were afraid of people outside of the hospital, but for me, it was the other way around.
If you would give me choice between comforting a patient, possibly quickening his death, or abandoning patients to suffer a slow death, what would you choose to do?
Let me say goodbye!
All I did was try to help people. That is all I did.
If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.